If you're copying the Dominic team tossing arm sticking out behind you on your serve, it may just be forcing you to serve slower. Hello, it's Ryan from 2minutetennis.net, and in this video, I'm going to show you what you should do with your tossing arm in order to hit much faster serves. And no, it is not stick it behind you like you're waving to someone at the back fence. Believe it or not, when you're hitting your serve, it is not in your best interest to be rotating your body while striking the ball. Just look at my body facing off to the right and now facing off to the left. You don't want your body rotating as you're contacting the ball, but rather, in order to get your arm to travel faster, your hitting arm, you actually want your body, as it gets closer to contact, you want your body to slow down. By slowing your body down, that accelerates the hitting arm. Now you look at Dominic Thiem when he's done serving, and you'll see that he'll have his left hand way behind you. But upon closer examination, when you watch him as he's actually striking the ball, you'll see that his tossing hand drops out in front of him and then tucks up against his body. After he hits the ball, that's when his left hand, his tossing hand, goes behind him. But typically, juniors and adults, players learning to play, they only see this left hand going behind them, and they end up copying the least important aspect of the tossing arm, which is when you're done, having it stick behind you. So that's why a lot of players, they rotate and they over-rotate on their serve, and they do this. And they can't understand why they can't serve as fast as they possibly can and as fast as they know they can. It's because they're not copying what the pros do. I want you to watch this video of Roger Federer, and I want you to pay very close attention to his chest as he's approaching contact. And I want you to tell me, does his chest speed up? Meaning, does his chest rotate faster as he's approaching contact? Or does his chest rotation slow down and basically come to a complete stop as he's contacting the ball? So that was very easy to see. His chest slowed down, nearly came to a complete stop in order to get his racket arm to accelerate. And how did that happen? He tucked his tossing arm in against his body. If you want to copy this idea, here's what I want you to do. This is what I teach my students. You basically have three things to do with your tossing arm. You need to toss the ball, point to your opponent, then tuck it in against the body. Toss, point, tuck. From the side, if I'm serving this way, toss, and you want to keep your tossing hand up long enough that it stays up as you're hitting the birthday hat. And once you hit the birthday hat, you want your tossing hand higher than the racket. That's when you'll drop and point to your opponent, then tuck it in against the body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit some serves, and when I'm done, my left hand is going to be waving to the camera, not on my left side, but actually tucked under my hitting arm on my right side. That creates the reactive break in order to hit much faster serves. In fact, you'll be able to see it. My left hand will be waving under. If you want to hit serves and you want to have your left hand go behind you, tuck it first, then let your left hand go out. But realize that the left hand going behind you, the tossing hand going behind you, really doesn't have much purpose. Coaches and players talk about balance. To be honest, the idea that you have to hold your balance on your serve, it's, to me, way overrated. The moment you hit your serve, you need to get back into a ready position. So what will actually help you with balance when you're done, just as a little side idea, I wasn't planning on adding this to the video, but I will, make sure that your toss isn't way off to the side. The number one reason players, in my opinion, fall off balance on their serve is if they're right-handed, their toss is way too far to the left. Then they fall off balance. If your toss, this being 12 o'clock, if your toss is around 12:30, 1 o'clock, you're going to be on balance. You don't need this left hand sticking out in order to hold your balance. So have the appropriate toss to help your balance, but worry about the left arm or the tossing arm reaching up, pointing out, and tucking in against the body. And if you do, there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.